It's 11 questions about TV show pilots. Name the show by the description of its first episode. This is Trivia with Buds. What it be? And welcome to another episode of the Trivia with Buds podcast. I'm your host, Ryan Buds. Thanks for checking out this show. If you like pop culture trivia, you are in the right place. You can hit subscribe on your device right now to receive new episodes every single day, and there's a variety of topics that we've done in this show's history, over 400 episodes for you to go back and check out if you're brand new, or you could start right here and kind of go forward from here. Lots of fun stuff coming up later this week, and just earlier this week, we did an episode on Metallica lyrics. If you like Metallica songs, we also did a round on 2018 headlines and factoids, and we did a round where my brother tried to name the year's movies came out. So if any of that stuff interests you, just kind of click back through the feed and start a few episodes before this one. Today's episode is all about TV show pilots. I will describe those pilots to you, and you will tell me what show we are talking about based on the description of its first episode, and it should be a ton of fun. Had a great talk with Mo Martinez, Patreon subscriber and pal from Chicago. He's got a daughter named Annabelle with Brenda over there in the Windy City, and just wanted to thank him for taking the time to record a fun little Metallica trivia episode with me. Also, big shout out to Australian listener Luke McKay, all the way across the world, listening and playing along and asking me some questions on wrestlers in movies, which is coming up tomorrow. So get ready for that. Also did a fun one with him on voices and animation last month that I forgot to post, so that'll be coming soon. And then I also did a 6-question Trivial Pursuit Pink Pie quiz with him as well. So lots of Luke McKay coming to the show very soon. If you have a topic that you want me to do, you can go to patreon.com/triviawithbuds and donate $5 or more to receive a topic of your choice every single month. You could pick anything you want, and I will ask you some questions on it at some point on the podcast. Also, if you sign up right now, special offer, $10 or more reward tier, on patreon.com/triviawithbuds, you get a Funko VHS box t-shirt, which is very cool. Got some great shows, great movies, like RoboCop, Fast Times at Ridgemont High, Rocky, Beetlejuice, Gremlins, and Bloodsport. So you pick the shirt you want in what size you want, and I will send that to you totally free as a bonus reward item just for signing up for 1 month. And you can keep the months going if you end up loving what you're getting out of the Patreon page, which I think you will. Lots of fun stuff posted over there, and I urge you guys, if you donate at least $1 or more, to go to our Patreon Discord chat. That is over on the Discord app. And right now, me and Mo are going back and forth in there, and some other listeners hop in and hop out as well, which is fun little trivia tidbits and stories and what everyone's doing with their week and weekend and stuff like that. So it is the place where we all congregate, and I would love to have you there. Thank you guys for spreading the word about this show. We're really hitting some cool milestones and some numbers, which fluctuate, especially throughout the holidays, because people are usually more focused on family and stuff like that, and getting together with friends and things. But we're still cruising through the holidays here with some great numbers. I take it that people are maybe listening on flights or traveling, so that's pretty cool. A couple in Colorado just messaged me on YouTube, said they started listening, and they are loving the show. They're kind of playing out loud back and forth. Let me pull them up on my phone here. Their names are... Let's see, Greg Carter. So shout out to Greg Carter and his wife. He said, great questions from this old marijuana trivia mini episode I had done. He said, great questions, but you have the indica and sativa effects backwards. Indica strains are for your body and to relax, go to sleep, and sativa strains are more for energy and a mind high. So on that episode, I had those reversed. And I think on the next episode, I addressed it and said, hey, I had those mixed up. But he said he listens in Colorado, and definitely a fun thing to do to challenge each other in the questions from the show. So thank you, Greg Carter, which I imagine is the inspiration for the movie Coach Carter with Samuel L. Jackson. We're going to jump into this episode right now. It's 11 questions on TV show pilots. So I'm going to ask you those questions. You can play along. You can write down the answers. You can yell them out. Whatever you want to do. This show is for you. We're going to jump into those questions right now. Here we go. All right, here we go. TV show pilots. Question number 1. Let's see if you can guess these pilots by their descriptions. Number 1, a skeptical and brilliant FBI agent is paired with a sarcastic, equally bright operative who believes in evidence of an alien abduction. Number 1, a skeptical and brilliant FBI agent is paired with a sarcastic, equally bright operative who believes in evidence of an alien abduction. What show was that? Number 2, a street-smart Philadelphia teen is sent to live with his upper-crust relatives. Number 2, a street-smart Philadelphia teen is sent to live with his upper-crust relatives. Number 3, as she's ready to retire, a Seattle detective unwittingly signs on to investigate the disappearance of a teenage girl named Rosie Larson. Number 3, what show had Rosie Larson and a Seattle detective? Number 3. Number 4, the young new director of a radio program must contend with his eccentric boss and his self-possessed older co-workers. Number 4, a young new director of a radio program must contend with his eccentric boss and his self-possessed older co-workers. TV pilots. Number 5, a suave, bumbling spy works alongside his emotionally manipulative mother and vindictive ex-girlfriend. Number 5, a spy works with his mom and ex. What show is that? Number 6, a directionless young woman comes to grips with her new afterlife as a Grim Reaper. Number 6, a directionless young woman comes to grips with her new afterlife as a Grim Reaper. Number 6. Number 7, the world of the late 60s and early 70s is seen through the eyes of a preteen during his coming-of-age story in a typical American suburb. Number 7, what show is that? 60s and 70s, preteen, coming-of-age story in a typical American suburb. Number 8, after his roommates get engaged, Ted Mosby resolves to end his years of bachelorhood and meet a woman he thinks might be the girl of his dreams. Number 8, Ted Mosby, girl of his dreams. What TV pilot was that? Number 9, the head of an LA government agency counter-terrorist unit must prevent the assassination of a visiting presidential candidate while also fighting to keep his family safe, all in real time. Number 9, what TV pilot was that in real time? Number 10, a disgraced and out-of-shape former baseball player attempts to start a new life as a middle school physical education teacher. Number 10, a disgraced and out-of-shape former baseball player attempts to start a new life as a middle school phys ed teacher. And the bonus question, TV pilots for 2 points if you're playing along. Uncool brother and sister Sam and Lindsay Weir navigate complex high school social politics. Number 11, Sam and Lindsay Weir navigate complex high school social politics. All right, those are your questions for TV pilots. Let's see how many of those you got right in just a second. Here are the answers to the TV pilot round. Number 1, a skeptical and brilliant FBI agent is paired with an equally sarcastic, bright operative who believes in evidence of an alien abduction was, of course, the X-Files, Mulder and Scully, the X-Files. Number 2, a street-smart Philadelphia teen is sent to live with his upper-crust relatives, the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. Number 3, as she's ready to retire, a Seattle detective unwittingly signs on to investigate the disappearance of a teenage girl named Rosie Larson that was called The Killing. Never seen that show, but I hear it's pretty good, The Killing. Number 4, the new young director of a radio program must contend with his eccentric boss that was News Radio. Never seen that much either. I need to go back and watch those. News Radio. Number 5, a suave, bumbling spy works alongside his mom and ex-girlfriend, that's Archer on FX. Number 6, a directionless young woman comes to grips with her new afterlife as a Grim Reaper, Dead Like Me. Dead Like Me. Number 7, 60s and 70s preteen, typical American suburb, The Wonder Years. Number 7, The Wonder Years. Number 8, after his roommates get engaged, Ted Mosby ends his bachelorhood, How I Met Your Mother. How I Met Your Mother. Number 9, the head of an LA government agency counter-terrorist unit must prevent a bunch of assassinations. That was 24 with Kiefer Sutherland. 24. Number 10, a disgraced and out-of-shape former baseball player becomes a gym teacher, Eastbound and Down, Kenny Powers. And the bonus question for 2 points, Sam and Lindsay Weir navigate complex high school social politics on Freaks and Geeks, canceled too early. I always wonder what would be like if that show lasted like 5 or 6 seasons. Like, what would have happened to the careers of those people? Would they have elevated or went in a different direction? Or would we have all the Apatowian stuff that we have? Interesting to think about, freaks and geeks. Those are all your answers to the TV pilot questions. Hopefully you had fun trying to guess those on today's episode. If you like the TV editions of this show, you could always just search TV trivia and then Buds on Google and the word podcast. And it should bring up all the podcasts we've done that have anything to do with television. You can also search on iTunes, and you can search on, like the Libsyn player if you're listening on Libsyn where my podcast is hosted. You can do all that stuff. We also have the episodes go on YouTube every single day, so you can listen to like the YouTube player video version of the show. There's no video for most of them, but sometimes I do have some video, so you can check those out. And that is about all I have for you today. Hopefully you enjoyed this one and you want to share it with a friend. That would be super helpful of you. And if you want to support the show and get a t-shirt, donate $10 or more, go to patreon.com/trivia with buds. See all the fun stuff we have going on over there. Lots of fun stuff coming up in 2019. So glad you guys are here. So glad you're a part of it. Thanks for listening. Thanks for telling a friend. We'll see you tomorrow for more Trivia with Buds. Cheers.